So guys, today back in a video on the channel today. We're here after Newcastle United versus Manchester United predicted team. It's a massive game. If you didn't watch the preview already, I put it at the top, link in the description and on the end screen, so if you want to go and watch that, make sure to do so. It's a must-win game, as I said in the preview. We need a performance, and is it going to come? Who knows. We'll get into this predicted team now, and there is changes, and there's a big one that I want. People on Twitter agree. I seen an article about this player getting dropped, or you'll all see today in the predicted team. But lads, I'm recording this before the stream, so if you watch the stream, cheers. If you watch the preview, cheers. Because I'm recording this straight after I've recorded the preview, but it's not going out until the next day. So I still haven't done my stream, but when this video goes out, I would have done my stream. So I want to say that now for just context. Anyways, lads, let's get into my team now. So this is my predicted team for the game versus Manchester United. There is changes. I think there should be some more changes than what there is there, but I think the ones that I've made are essential to have any sort of chance of getting anything in the game. The big one, Martin Dubravka for me has to start. Has to start, right? He won't. I know fine well he won't, because we've got this donkey cunt as a manager. But for me, he has to start, right? I don't think he will. I generally think people forgot how good Martin Dubravka was for us last season. When the COVID hit, that's when it was just literally, we were playing games to just for the sake of it. We stayed up, we weren't going to get top 10. We just played games. And after the COVID now really happened, like season defining. So I generally think people forget how good Dubravka was last season until the COVID hit. Getting off the top of my head, Man City at home, Southampton at home, Norwich at home, Burnley at home. After the break, Brighton away. When the break, whether you know what I mean, when there's no fans in, Brighton away. He's been class, right? And it was so unlucky to get the injury. And I'm not saying Darlow's been fantastic this season. Don't get us wrong, right? But he's doing this. He's going down. He's not improving. Since Newcastle United had the COVID hit back in November, I can name one good game, and that's Liverpool at home. Every other game he's been mediocre at best, right? For me, you've got to start Dubravka. If you don't play your best players, you don't get anywhere. Simple as that. Martin Dubravka was linked to move to PSG for 35 million, and he's sitting on the bench over a championship goalkeeper. For me, he's got to start. Defence stays the same. Personally, I think Paul Dummett should play over Clark. Clark was shite against Chelsea, and I think Dummett deserved to start against Chelsea after his performance coming on against Southampton, but I think you will just stick with Clark. Everything else in the same defence, yes. In midfield, John Shelvey has to get dropped. Simple, right? He has been fucking awful this season, right? Not one good game. Off the top of my head, not one good game, right? Not a game where he stood out and really shined in a game. None of that this season. He's a player that reflects off other things, right? And for me, the fans would have helped his performance, but fans aren't there, so you've got to fucking move on with it, haven't you? For me, he's not been good enough, and he shouldn't be anywhere near the squad. Matty Longstaff had better games against Man City and Liverpool than Shelvey's had all season fucking combined. It's not been good enough, right? Simple as that. It's not been good enough from John Shelvey. Worst player this season, in my opinion. Don't put him anywhere near the start 11. No chance. Joe Willock in midfield then with Isaac Hayden. Hayden start, as you know. I think we should bring Willock a little bit more back. Or even play Sean. Sean Longstaff hasn't played in a while. Could this be a game? Obviously linked with Man United. 50 fucking million. Bloody hell. Could it be a game where he stands out? Or do you play Matty? Matty loves a goal against Manchester United. Actually thinking about it, I'd get Matty in instead of Willock if we go for this formation. Because I think we should just go for it, lads. Just go for it, you fat donkey, man. Just go for it. 4 attackers, Maxi and one Fraser. The amount of... When Steve Bruce went, we need to play Maximin and Fraser together, right? Since saying that, right, they've had a combined of about 90 minutes in about 8 games, right? Anytime Fraser comes on, it's for Maxi. If Maxi came on, it was for Fraser. I don't get it. You can't come out and say, I want these two players to play together, and you don't play them together. It's a bit stupid if you don't ask me. So for me, Fraser start. We need a bit of pace going forward if we're going to have any sort of chance of getting a point. And then I put Gale up top. He's been speaking about him in his press conference, so I think Gale is pretty much guaranteed to start. Knee Andy Carroll, which I think Andy Carroll could have a better performance with having had Maguire and Eric Bailly in defence, two big centre-backs. Carroll would give them a run around, and if we're going to bring Carroll on, it's got to be at the 60th minute for me. You can't bring him on the 80th minute when we're getting beat 2-0. What's the fucking point? There's no point, is there? Bring him on a bit earlier, get a goal, and he can just sit centre-back. Simple as fuck. But that's the predicted team, lads. Make sure to leave a like on the channel. Game tomorrow. 7 o'clock kickoff was a bit of a dodgy one, but you've got to do what you've got to do, haven't you? So it's an interesting game. Watch the preview if you haven't watched it already. I'm at the top description, end screen. Lads, I'll see you all for the game tomorrow. Agree or disagree with my team? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you all for the next video, lads. Thanks for watching.